a lot of my people that want to come and move to the Philippines, I gotta break down to you the things that you should know, dude. It's totally different here. So grab your meriendas, grab your lumpias, because I'm about to tell you all about living in the Philippines and what you need to know.
It's hot like.
What do I always complain about? Dang, it's so hot, it's so hot. Yes, the Philippines is hot as heck, dude. You're gonna have to get used to it, especially if you're like me, coming from like the Midwest where it's really cold at. Yo, when you get off that plane, this is the type of heat that hits you in the face. Bow! Hello, how are you doing? I'm Tropical Muggy Heat. I'm gonna be with you for the rest of your stay. Enjoy it. It hits you like that, dude. The minute you get off the plane, you're like, whoosh, whoa. That's the first thing that I noticed. It's to the point it's so hot here, people walk around with umbrellas, okay? When it's not even raining. They walk around with umbrellas, number one, because it's so hot, and midday heat can really like mess your skin up, cause cancer and all kind of other things. And the other reason is for political reasons, because Filipinos don't want to get too dark. That's just that's just one of the things here. You know, they feel like lighter skin is more pretty, and you know that's everywhere is different or whatever. But that's the way they feel. They don't want to get too dark. But the main thing is they don't want their skin to burn off. Damn, because it's hot, dude. This is an archipelago right in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, right? It ain't nothing hiding you from that sun. That Kababayan sun is coming down, and it's coming down strong. Okay, so if you have lighter skin and you're coming here, moving here, visiting here or whatever, get you some sunscreen. Okay, I really don't have that problem. But yeah, get you some sunscreen and stuff because the heat is intense. The Filipino sun is serious.
Don't forget to bring, you know, their shorts, their tank
Shorts,
tops.
yeah.
And you know, their towels too, because it's like, yeah, you'll sweat here like you're in a sauna.
And yeah. And speaking of the sweating, bring some deodorant too. Damn, we don't want nobody coming here being stinky, or as they say in Visaya, bahu kayo. You don't want to be bahu, right? That's another thing too. You might have to get used to taking multiple showers, guys. Okay, because the heat is very moist heat, so it makes you sweat more, right? I was in Iraq in 120-degree weather, but guess what? The difference between Iraq, okay, and the Philippines is Iraq is dry heat. You could be in Iraq, right? Or in Saudi Arabia or any of these desert places, right? And be in 120 heat and you still won't sweat. Nanuman. Why? Because it's dry heat. But in the Philippines, it's totally different. It'll be like 100 degrees, but moist heat, right? When you get back to the house, look like you just went to a water park, okay? You're gonna have sweat all the way across your body, all right? So once again, get ready for the heat and be prepared for it, okay? And listen, if you're with a Filipina, she's gonna like you if you take multiple showers anyway, because they're very, very clean women. You know, they take a lot of showers and they want their mate to take a lot of showers, okay? So when you're in the Philippines, do as the Kababayan do and wash your ass, man. Damn! The best time to move to the Philippines, guys, is during the sunny season, okay? What do I mean by that? I mean, the Philippines has 2 seasons, count it on my fingers, 1 and 2, and that's sunny and rainy. Okay, that's it. Ain't no winter, ain't no spring, ain't no fall. Summer, rainy, okay? And during the summer season, I suggest that's when you move here, right? If you're just visiting here, I would honestly say during the rainy season. Now, why do I say that? Because the rainy season is the burr months, dude. And the Philippines becomes magical from September to December, really to January, honestly. It becomes a magical place. They really get into Christmas and into the holiday spirit here. I mean, as early as September. So, you know, if you want to visit here, I would say come during the burr months so you can just see the magic. But I'm going to warn you about rainy season. If you're coming here in the burr months, get ready for torrential rain. I ain't talking about sprinkle. I'm talking about big drops of rain that just hit you from the side. Pow, 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 damn! And you gotta walk through it, right? Okay? So and dude, and the wind during the rainy season, you better get a strong umbrella. Because what happens to our umbrellas every time, babe? I have the umbrella and I'm walking, and what does the umbrella do?
It's not from you.
It goes, how do you call it? It goes inside out, right? Oh. I'm like walking against the rain and the umbrella goes, floop. And I'm like, damn, I'm just getting wet. Again, let me just fix that. Bloop, put it back down. That's how strong the winds are, man. Your umbrella will flip up on you, dude. Okay, the next one I want to talk to you about. Every Filipino is a singer. You hear what I said? Now, I'm not saying every Filipino can sing, but every Filipino is a singer. Singing is a very big part of the culture here, the entertainment here. That's why karaoke, okay, is so important and so popular here in the Philippines. I mean, they love it, dude. Like parties, festivals, functions, not quite festivals, but parties, any kind of functions that you're having, even a get-together, dude, karaoke will be there.
So don't be shy when someone hands you the mic.
Are you shy? Do you sing?
Oh.
No, Queenie never sings. Now, she's the only Filipino I know, when they hand her the mic, she don't sing, right?
I sing in my own time.
Right.
When nobody listens.
But even me, guys, I was very shy when I first came to the Philippines as far as singing on the karaoke in front of people. Because, dude, the culture of America is very judgmental. Like, if you get on the karaoke machine or if you go to a karaoke club, you better be able to sing. Because if not, they're going to say, boo, get him out of here. You know what I'm saying? But not so much like that in the Philippines. In the Philippines, it don't matter how your voice sounds. And if you move here, you better get used to hearing karaoke at nighttime, okay? Because your neighbor across the street, if they having a party, you're gonna hear, okay. Right? You're gonna hear that, dude. You gotta get used to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's part of it. Like in America, if your neighbor is making noise, they call the police. Hey man, they're making noise. I'm trying to sleep. I gotta go to work in the morning. I gotta go to work. Ain't none of that in the Philippines. You don't call the police on nobody for enjoying themselves and singing. So, if you're the type that likes to tattletale if somebody's, having a party across the street or making some noise, the Philippines is not for you, buddy. You gotta get used to it. And I like and respect that. Why? Because if I let my neighbor have their party, have their karaoke, and I don't bother them about the noise or anything like that, I let them do their thing. Well, guess what? When my birthday comes and I do my karaoke and I have my party, nobody's going to mess with me. It's just a symbiotic respect and love for music here.
Rice is life.
Oh yeah, for sure. Rice is life in the Philippines. Dude, listen, in the Philippines, they don't ask you, do you want rice? They ask you how much rice you want. Okay? Because you're gonna have some rice. Okay, and if you're being modest to say, I just want a half a cup. Just give me a half a cup. You know what I mean? Half a cup. Okay? But you also gotta be careful though. Because Filipino food, right? First of all, rice is life. That's number one. The first thing you got to be careful of if you are from the Western world and you're not really used to eating a lot of rice, you got to be careful on your rice intake, okay? You can't eat too much freaking rice. Your diabetes is going to spike. Believe it or not, white rice turns into sugar in your body. Okay, and I learned this the hard way because I came down here I've been living here almost 6 years now, guys, right? But the first 2 years I was here, what was I eating every day, babe?
Rice.
This sisig is good. This caldereta is good. Sinigang. Sour. Right? But with everything I was eating rice. And what happened to me? I ended up getting diabetes. I never had diabetes in my life, dude. But all of that rice that I ate for 2 years straight, my body wasn't ready for it. I wasn't born and raised eating rice, right? So it affected my body differently, adversely, actually. So now I still eat rice, but maybe like, how much rice do I eat a day, babe? Like really like a half a cup, right? And that's just for breakfast. For dinner, I just eat veggies, lean meats, and you know, a small starch. Okay. Yeah, that's how Dean Hashim really eats. Because I know you guys see me on all these street food vlogs, or I'm at McDonald's. And listen, that's about once a month, dude, and I just film it, right? But every day, I have to have meat, vegetable, and a starch. A balanced meal, okay? But the Kababayans, you better get used to this too. They eat about 6-7 times a day, okay? Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and meriendas in between. And if you don't know what a merienda is a snack. Something as simple as going to the mall is not simple in the Philippines, because the malls of the Philippines are not simple at all, okay? Now in America, we haven't been like really into malls like since probably like the 90s, right? Everybody just order their shit off Amazon and call it a day, right? Malls are closing in America. One by one, they're closing. But malls in the Philippines are still popular, vibrant, and very elaborate, okay, places that people love to go still. You want a haircut? Go to the mall. You want to go to the gym? Go to the mall. You going to a church? Go to the mall. Yeah, all of this is in the mall in the Philippines, right? You want to find a girlfriend? Go to the mall. You know what I'm saying? What else? What else is at the mall? Everything. You know, and you know, it's free air conditioning. You know, and it's a place that people really congregate, right? It ain't like in America where, you know, teenagers look at the mall like, the mall, ugh, that's corny. No. Here in the Philippines, they love going to the malls. And that's why they keep building them more and more extravagant and bigger. Like when we went to the SM Mall of Asia, we damn near got lost, okay? So let's talk about the cost of living that it's gonna be for you coming from the Western world and all that stuff like that. It really depends on how you wanna live, right? If you just enjoy simple pleasures, you know what I'm saying? You can probably get by on a modest budget. But on the flip side, if you're looking for a little more of a luxurious life with like imported goods, fine dining, and high-end accommodations, well, it can get a little expensive. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of like in the middle, right? I don't live too fancy, but I don't live like too poor either. I'm just like in the middle. You know what I'm saying? And it's cool for me. You know, my home, you know, I keep it at a comfortable temperature. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't always use my air cons or whatever because I'm getting used to being in the Philippines now. Like when I first came here, I said, turn all the air cons on, everything, put everything on 20. All the air cons on 20, put everyone in the house, and everybody in the house is walking around like this. All the Filipinos in the house are like this. You gonna turn the air down? No, I like it cold. That's how it was when I first moved here. But now,
we're saving current, man.
We're saving current. You better damn well believe it. I've learned the Filipino way. When you leave the room, turn that daggone air con off, okay? Right? And, you know, it's just like I said, it's all about how you want to live here in the Philippines. Like, honestly, people say, oh, I can get by on $1,000 a month in the Philippines. Maybe those guys are just kind of like living a nomadic life. They ain't got kids. Listen, we got 2 children to take care of, right? We have a 3-bedroom home that we live in. I don't own it. I'm renting that, and we got our own bills and stuff like that. So I would say $2,000 US. You'll be swell out here. You'll be all right. If you got $2,000 coming in a month, you are okay, right? You're gonna have a nice place to stay. You know what I mean? You're gonna be comfy, whatever. But you know, if you want to live real simple, okay, $1,000 a month is all right, I guess. Damn. Now look, everybody in the Philippines, or well, most people in the Philippines, do speak English. Some better than others, right? But it doesn't hurt, and actually it helps you to learn the local language where you stay. Where I live, they speak Bisaya. I live in Iligan City, Mindanao. They speak Bisaya here. So I learned Bisaya, right? You know what I'm saying? Not fluently yet, and I plan on learning it more and more as I go. But yeah, if you live in Luzon, learn Tagalog, right? I'm gonna try to learn Tagalog too. Not only will you be able to understand what's going on, right? But ain't nobody gonna be able to con you, scam you, right? You will know if somebody's talking crap about you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's important to you. These things are important to me. Okay, I'm petty. I want to know what people say when I walk in the room. You know what I'm saying? And if I understand the language, I understand what people are talking about. Not only that, but it also makes the people around here have a lot more respect for you, right? Because you took time to learn their language, right? They got to learn your language. Why? Because America is a superpower and everybody should know English? That's what we think in our mind, right? But when you're in another person's country, you should learn their language. You have to be ready for brownouts. If you're going to come to the Philippines, and especially if you're living in a province or you're living in an area that's not as well developed, kind of like where I live, right? We live in Iligan. I mean, Iligan City is the province, but it's not the province. But we do get brownouts sometimes. And for those who don't know, a brownout is when all your power goes out. You're just chilling on your phone, the aircon's working, the TV's going, the stereo's going, and then all of a sudden, meow. And you're just sitting there like, damn, what happened? That's a brownout. The Philippines is a developing country, guys. And part of the development is the power infrastructure. So that's in the process of developing as well. So sometimes, there's glitches in the power. Sometimes the power grid goes down, right? And it don't be for a long time. It might be at the most, the longest brownout I've ever been in was maybe like a couple of hours, 2 or 3 hours, right? And I mean, to me, it ain't no big deal. But I'm just telling the people that are coming from the Western world that that's something that if it's a big deal to you, then when you come here, buy a generator, okay? if it's that big of a deal, right? But to me, it ain't a big deal. To me, it's a time that we take a rest from our gadgets. We take a rest from just looking at the TV screen all day. And we sit there, we talk to each other, we light up the candles, we tell stories, we tell jokes, right? I take the brownouts as a time to bond with the familia, man. So it all depends on how you look at things, right? But that's how I look at it, man. Because family is the most important thing. We get so caught up in just looking at our gadgets all the freaking time. And the Philippines wakes you up, man, that's not life. When them lights go out and it's just us, that's life now. You know what I'm saying? And so you take time to just chill and talk to your family and stuff like that. And then when everything comes back on, you'll hear people outside going, woo, like that. You know what I'm saying? Because the Philippines makes you appreciate little things, just like current, just small things. It makes you appreciate and stuff. So when the current comes back on, you hear everybody outside go hooray and stuff like that. And then you go back to your life. But these are things that I feel anybody coming from the Western world need to know when they move to the land of the Kababayan. So that's what I got. If I missed anything that I should tell you guys, leave it in the comments, so that, the people, because a lot of future expats watch this channel. So if you got any recommendations, anything I might have forgot that we need to tell them before they come here, throw it in the comments, guys, all right? Check out this video right here where I break down why I love living in the Philippines so much. I love you guys. I love the Philippines. And other than that, like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that. I'm outie.